Well, I'm so excited about this conversation, and I've been looking forward to it for quite a while because now we are joined by my friend Abe Hamadeh. Abe is a former prosecutor in Maricopa County, Arizona, which is a real hotbed for election integrity and will maybe likely decide the next presidential race. So we're going to get into that as well. Abe is also an Army Reserve intelligence officer, so he's a real smarty pants and a public servant. He ran for Arizona Attorney General in 2022. And he had his election hijacked along with Kari Lake, who was running for governor. Maricopa County is an absolutely corrupt machine that needs to be smashed. And the two people who can do it are Kari Lake and Abe Hamadeh. Abe is now running for Congress in Arizona's 8th Congressional District. And there is a primary there, but Abe got the coveted Donald Trump endorsement. Yes. He joins us now. Abe, welcome.
Good to be with you, Monica.
Oh, it's so great to have you here and to actually meet, at least by screen, as you and I follow each other on social media. We're both mutual fans of one another. So it's great to have you. And before we get started, I'm not sure you know this. I shared this with Kari Lake a while ago. I am a native Arizonan. Did you know that?
I did not. Which city?
I was born at Fort Huachuca, Arizona, because like you, my father was Army intelligence.
Right. I spent a lot of time at Fort Huachuca. It's really beautiful, actually.
It really is. It's an amazing place, mostly because I was born there. So it's become like legendary, like birthplace of Monica Crowley. But it's an amazing place. And a lot of people don't know this. It's still a center of Army intelligence. And when we went into Iraq, Saddam Hussein's top secret classified documents were all shipped, or at least most of them, to Fort Huachuca to be translated and analyzed. So I'm very proud of that. I'm an Army brat.
I love it.
Well, it's great to have you here, Abe, and we've got a lot to get to with you, including election integrity and your race for Congress. But let me start by asking you why you want to do this again. I mean, you are a prosecutor, you're Army intelligence, you have a servant's heart. So I know that's part of it. But after what happened in 2022 with the breakdown in election integrity and the election systems in Arizona, why would you want to do this again?
So we have unfinished business, Monica. Everybody in Arizona and across the country, quite frankly, witnessed what happened last November here in Arizona, and it only motivated me more to bring down this corrupt machine. So you look at what's happening, our border is a disaster, our elections have been hijacked and compromised. Look at our foreign policy overseas. All of this relates to the failed Democrat policies, which I think, it's becoming pretty clear that this is intentional. And right now, more than ever, we need strong, conservative, common sense leaders who are going to actually fight back. And too many Republicans, they've been sitting back and allowing this to happen to us. But I think so many of the America First Republican movement has really awakened because of President Trump and what he's led. So he's really inspired this new generation to save our country. I was the youngest statewide candidate running for Attorney General, the youngest statewide candidate across the country. And, we beat a lot of competitive primary opponents. But what really got me over the finish line was people saw that, I had skin in the game. I don't want to grow up in a country where it's Marxism. And my family came from places like Syria and Venezuela. So I'm really aware of how quickly things can change for the worse. And we're seeing it right before our eyes. So this next election is so pivotal. It's really going to determine whether we remember the America that we loved or whether the Marxists take over. So I'm determined to fight for the America we love.
So many people are talking about how Maricopa County, which is Phoenix and the environs of Phoenix, that so many roads for President Trump and the Republicans run through that county. Can you talk to us a little bit about what happened in 2022 with your race and Kari Lake's race? What did you find? Just give us a thumbnail sketch of the kind of corruption that you guys have been able to uncover.
Well, we're still fighting that corruption. I'm still in my election lawsuit from last November. And we just completed our appeal today, actually, Monica. So, so many people focus on the printer malfunctions, which was a complete disaster in Maricopa County, where 60% of the printers went down. It was very orchestrated. And, it was very scary because these lines were 4 to 6 hours. So that was one aspect of it. But with our race, I don't know if your viewers know, I know they're paying attention to election integrity, but we were down 511 votes out of 2.5 million after the initial count, which was the closest race in Arizona history. Then after a recount, it was discovered we went down to 280 out of 2.5 million. So that kind of discrepancy was very unusual. And what we discovered was that the ES&S machines in Pinal County was misreading the votes incorrectly. And another thing that we discovered were there's still 9,000 uncounted provisional ballots in my race. And of those ballots, we know because we have their names, we have everything about them. They're overwhelmingly 70% Republican-leaning voters. So something that we've discovered, since this about a year now, is our elections are compromised. And I think it's very intentional how the Democrats do it. It's death by 1,000 cuts. It's not just one single issue. So we've been fighting our election lawsuit, going up against a corrupt machine. The courts, are quite frankly cowardly. And, we're willing to test and expose the legal system right now. That's why I'm fighting. I became a prosecutor because I believe in justice. So I think the establishment out here thought we were going to, go away, get on my knees and ask for forgiveness. But I look at the voters and everybody I talk to, and they know what happened. And I'm going to continue to fight for justice. So everything we've been discovering has been really eye-opening. We have, all the time you see the Democrats and the media say, oh, there's no evidence of election irregularities. And it's quite interesting. In my legal case, we haven't even alleged election fraud. All we're alleging is to count the lawful votes that were not counted. So, and you're looking at the Democrats trying to, unpretzel themselves because they're the ones usually chanting count every vote, but they know if they count all the legal votes in my case, we would win. So we're really testing the bounds in Arizona. And Arizona does have precedent to remove a statewide office holder. It's been done before with a governor. So that's why we're continuing to fight this legal battle. But it's been a challenge dealing with the corruption and quite frankly, the cowards. But, I'm enjoying exposing the system. And I always tell people I gained decades of knowledge in this last year in a condensed 1 year period. So I'm excited to bring that new skill set to Congress when I go there next November.
Well, you're absolutely amazing. And I have so much more I want to get to with you, Abe. So please hang tight. Much more with Abe Hamadeh, congressional candidate. He's got a primary, Arizona's 8th Congressional District. We'll be right back. Okay, there's a reason why the number one New Year's resolution is losing weight. It's because after the holidays where we all eat so much, most of us pack on some LBs, right? Well, thankfully, PhD Weight Loss is coming to the rescue. PhD Weight Loss is a program that's based on science and nutrition. No injections, no pills, no hours in the gym, no severe calorie restriction. Just good, sound, scientifically proven nutrition. It's so simple, guys. They make it easy by providing 80% of your food to you at no additional cost. They tell you when and what to eat. What could be more simple, right? And guess what? You can do all of this without ever feeling hungry. The founder, Dr. Ashley Lucas, has her PhD in chronic disease and sports nutrition. She's a registered dietitian and she helps people lose weight and, most importantly, maintain that weight loss for life. So if you're ready to take the step of losing weight like so many other people, just call PhD Weight Loss and Nutrition at 864-644-1900 or find them online at myphdweightloss.com. Again, that number, 864-644-1900.